Welcome to Morning Movement and Meditation. I am so excited to bring this very first one to you from the yoga studio, Ash's Yoga Studio. And I also like to bring in a little bit of inspiration for these morning movements and meditation practices. So whether that's an affirmation card or a mantra or reading a snippet from a book. So I will bring to you for this series or for this sequence of events for the next few days. I'm reading from a book called Peace In, Peace Out. So I will be reading the peace in portion at the beginning of our practice and the peace out portion at the end of our practice. So this is a book I got from just a little shop out in Fargo, North Dakota, and it's called Peace In, Peace Out by Joan Steffend. So just so you know. All right, so what we are going to do is you can start seated right now. So if you're still seated or you can stand, it's fine. We're going to start our movement practice standing, but I will just read our peace in portion. So it's how we can take in, and it sets up the theme for our practice. So today, first thing in the morning, that's right now, smile at yourself. I know a lot of first moments are spent in agony of the alarm clock, but you're getting up one way or the other, so you may as well start off with energy that sets a better tone for your day. So take a deep breath, stretch, smile in bed, smile at your bedhead self in the mirror, and think of a reason to smile. That's what we're going to do today. Today's practice is smile. So we are going to put smiles on our faces, stand up, take those feet a little wider, bend the knees, take the hands by your thighs, just relax, sort of get loose in this horse stance. Okay, and then take the hands down by your thighs. As you breathe in, hands come up to the shoulders, deep inhale. Exhale, simple, float the hands down, smiling the whole way through. And you don't need any props in particular for this practice. A mat is nice, but it's not even required. So we'll take one more deep breath. We're starting with our stretches, our morning movement portion for about 10 minutes. So that breath comes in deep, bent knees so you get stronger in the legs, hands relax, arms soft. Take this chin down to your chest and simply rock the head side to side. So rocking right to left. Ooh. Feeling any cracks or, well, hopefully not cracks, but any tight areas, any catches that you want to loosen up. Good, and bring your head back up to the center. Big shoulder roll. Bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Oh, that shoulder squeeze towards the back feels really good. And maybe forward. That feels all right too. And we'll do arm rotations. And what that looks like is great for the rotator cuffs and the shoulders. So you take our fists and point and make fists with your hands. Hands down, arms go in and around, big circle. And you might end up going faster. It just depends on how often you've done this and how you're feeling, right? Every day is going to be a little different. So smile at yourself regardless if you're sore, stiff, tight, feeling loose, feeling strong, flexible. Every day changes. All right, switch directions, up and around, making sure your arms are as flat to your body as you can get them. And then bring that down. So it doesn't take long. It really doesn't take long. We're moving from our head to our toes with this full body stretch, this first portion of our practice. From there, we do some waist twists. So coming down a little lower in the body, hands on the hips, just off the hips, then rotate forward and back in the torso. So the elbows and shoulders are coming back and forth, while the hips, the legs, and your gaze stays stationary. And you can even, and this is what I'm going to do today, because I feel like I need a little extra twist today. As of recording this, it's Monday, so Mondays are a little more stiff sometimes. So I'm going to take my hands and reach it to the corners of the room, pulling the elbows back. This creates a little bit more twist. And I might go a little slower, maybe reach, picking up the heels, one heel at a time. Gives me a little more reach and twist. And we slow that down. Okay, side bend. So this is like a side smile, okay? So you can straighten the legs, open up those arms, feel that chest expand, press it back in the hands and elbows. As you exhale, press one hand down and the other hand over for your side smile in the body. Inhale, lift up. Then really press it down other side. Inhale up. Exhale, pressing strong. So it's sort of like a qigong style. Let's do two more. Inhale up. Exhale, press. Maybe hips come over a little more. Hips bump to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, press. We'll bring both feet together. Reach up. And then draw the hands down the center of the body. Lowering even further. Let's take it to the legs. So pick up one leg, and I've got to be really careful on my knee. I did something to it. Might have been weekend slip and slide adventures. Not as young as I used to be. All right, take one leg, lift it on the tippy toes. Knee comes across, up and around. So this one specifically, you want to be careful of that base knee so you're not twisting it. Our knees were not meant to twist. So we're just working this into the hip of that leg that's lifting. The other leg stays stationary. So we're not moving our whole body, especially not with that bottom leg. And if your circles are not as big as mine, or if they're bigger, that's okay. Switch sides. And working these external parts of the legs by drawing the legs apart is a place we don't really hit very often. So you might be, feel this right away. Something to think about, noticing in your body what you're feeling, what your sensations are. All right, let's take it down and start with our high knees or high kicks. And it starts with the knee. One foot goes back, your knee comes up, straight up. Flex foot, point foot, arms wherever. So this is more of just a wake up, getting into the legs and metabolic muscles to help us wake up and energize. We can straighten the leg. So less about, having it be a fancy pose or look a certain way. It's not about that. And then bring that leg down. Other leg. So let's take the knee first. And then we kick it. And I hope through this whole thing you're still smiling. I've been trying to the whole time. It actually makes me feel a lot more awake, energized. I also tend to smile when it gets hard. And moving in the morning is usually pretty hard. Maybe anytime it is. Anyway, bring the leg down. So that was our full body, just sort of wake up movement. Now we're into our yoga, or what a lot of people would visualize as yoga. So more of our yoga poses, sun salutations. So let's do some sun salutations. Feet can be hip distance apart. That's great for morning balance. They can be a little more together if that's more comfortable. For our sun salutations, we'll add a little bit more side smiling, AKA side bends. So we reach up, take an inhale, standing tall in your extended mountain pose. Lean to the right, exhale as you press the palms together. Lift it back up, inhale. Lean to the left, exhale. Take it back to the sky, to the center. Reach up. Exhale, open the arms, dive down, hinging at the hips. Maybe a bend in the knees. It's our first forward fold. You're feeling it in the backs of the legs. Hands go to the shins, lengthen the back, half lift. Exhale, as you take your left foot back, so your right leg is in front, left leg is back to a low lunge. Hold here, taking a deep inhale, exhale. Then plant the hands down, step that right foot back, plank pose. Now I'm still gonna do the chaturanga or the push-up. First one's gonna be on the knees though. So knees or no knees, up to you. Shift forward, elbows point to the back, hug them in. Bend the elbows up to 90 degrees. Press that heart forward to upward facing dog, on the knees or off the knees. Looking forward. Look down, tuck the toes under. Down dog, hips to the sky. You can pedal the feet a couple times. Because it's our first down dog, it might feel still a little tight. Relax the neck. Hands are shoulder distance, fingers are spread wide. We're trying to send energy out through the tailbone, through the hips, up and back. Okay, we'll do that same leg that was forward. We'll place it forward again. So from here, we take that right leg and lift it up behind you. Bend the knee, step between the hands into a low lunge. Your foot might not get all the way up there, so you might help it up. Take a deep breath in and out. At the end of the exhale, forward fold. Step the back foot forward, exhale into it. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up, inhale, reach up. Side bend. Let's take it to the side again. You can pick a side. Rise up, inhale. Other side, exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Now step the right foot back into a low lunge. Hands in line with that front foot. Lengthen through the crown of the head, hips come down. And then we'll plant the hands down. So we stay in that lunge for a breath or so and making sure that we feel that length, that expansion, and step back to plank pose. Now you are welcome to meet me just back in down dog, or take this, what we call the vinyasa flow, variation or transition. Elbows back, shift forward on the toes, gazing beyond the top of the mat, lower, 90-degree bend in the elbows. Heart goes forward, up dog, slide your heart forward, shoulders back, abs engaged. And then downward dog, look down. Exhale, use that core strength to get those hips up and back. And now a little stillness. A few breaths. Maybe finding that stillness, that feel good place. Don't take your left leg this time, lift behind you. Bend the knee, lift your right heel to create some space. Step the left foot between the hands. Low lunge. Get the hips down so you feel this long, low lunge length. Low lunge length, yes. And as you exhale, the end of the exhale, push off that back foot, forward fold. Full exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, look forward, rise up. Maybe bend in the knees to help you. And we'll take our hands down to our heart. Okay, so that was 2 sun salutations or variations of sun salutations. Let's now take those feet wide and do a couple standing poses just to feel a little more stable, more strength, more smiles. All right, so let's take the feet wide, and you can sort of watch me and mirror me. I'm not going to say right and left, so just do the foot that you want to do for the side you want to do. So take one side. I'm going to take, this is my left leg, but it might be your right. Turn your foot out towards the front of the mat. Bend the knee. Keep the hips level, so not to bump that back hip up. Keep them level. Turn the back foot a little more, so you're rolling the inner thigh a little farther in. Here we go. Open those arms. Warrior 2. Look towards the front hand, the bent knee hand. And one of my favorite little motions is this. It's like a little TikTok motion, not the app, but like a TikTok. So you're going back and forth from reverse warrior to side angle. And it also creates that sort of little smile sensation in the side of the body. And we'll use our hands in a sort of wave-like motion too. So we flip the front palm, reach up, other hand goes down, and create this little loopy, like a little S, a smile, right? S for smile. Then lift back up and do the opposite. Scoop that front hand down, upper hand over. And lift up. And do that a few times, just sort of on your own, playing with the depth of the bend in the knee, the side bend, the core strength. We're only going to do probably 3 total. Look up towards the top hand each time. Okay, maybe we'll add one more. And we come back to our warrior 2 position. Straighten that front leg. Back foot steps in just a little, it's for stability. Reach long with that front hand. Back hip bumps back. And slide that front hand down the front leg. Open through the chest, stack the shoulders one over the other, and try to press the upper back a little farther towards, in line with the middle of the mat. Nice triangle pose. Good. And then we'll rebend that front knee, look down, lift back up. Let's take it to the other side. I'm gonna keep it simple by straightening, pivot, adjust, maybe a little wider, bending into that opposite knee this time, pressing into the pinky toe so you keep the knee from collapsing in. There's a tendency to do that. Back hip draws down, open arms, look beyond the other front fingertips this time. Find this nice strength feeling, strong feeling in warrior 2. And we'll do those little smile back and forth, or TikTok smile. Flipping that front palm, reach way up, lean back and up as you scoop with that backhand. Look up. Switch it, just going back and forth, making that S shape. And we did 4 on the other side, so I'm going to stay with that same amount on this side. If you need an extra breath in between, or more breath or less, instead of just simply exhaling forward, inhaling back, which is what you could also do, just make sure that you're breathing deep. It doesn't have to follow exact with your movements. And move and transition as slow as you would like. I actually lost count, so I'm going to just make sure that I do at least this last one. And come back up to warrior 2. Oh man, straighten that front leg. Oh goodness. Okay. Back foot comes in just a little bit. So notice that my back heel is farthest from me. My toes are turned in just slightly. So I get this back hip rolling in a little bit. Reach long, lengthen through both sides of the waist. Reach long with that front hand, slide it down the front leg. And we've got equal length through the right and left side. So it's not a side bend here. You don't see this big, curve in the top part of the body. You're bringing that down, rib cage down. Shoulders stacked, and the upper back sort of move so it's in line, in a straight line with the legs. Here's all your alignment cues for triangle pose. And rise up slowly. You can look down to do this. Little bend in that front knee. Reach up. Take the feet parallel to one another. Hands down. Step to the top of the mat. We're going to make our way down for our meditation portion of our practice. So standing tall. Reach up. Let's do those side bends one more time. Exhale to the side. Inhale up. Exhale to the side. Inhale up. And forward fold. Open. Swan dive. Half lift. Inhale. Now just plant the hands, walk the feet back a little bit, and then take the knees down. Cross the legs and sit back. Yeah, so now we are in a simple seated position. So you might need to adjust a little bit or grab a cushion or a pillow, but we're coming down into meditation. Meditation isn't complicated, it's quite simple. We overcomplicate it and think it's a challenge, but really just sitting still, that's all it is. So sit still, be here in this place. Take your hands, rest them on your knees or in your lap. You can close your eyes or look down and continue to have a slight smile as you sit. We're also going to notice your breath, your body, sensations. So notice how that breath flows in and out through the nose. It's effortless and it's very natural. There's no need to change this breath or change the flow. Just allow it to be. And then notice the sensations in your body, where at this point you might be feeling some tight areas or sore. If you're just fatigued or sore, see if we can acknowledge that and be okay with the discomfort as we continue to breathe. If you find any sharp shooting pain, make an adjustment so that your body can relax, come out of the pain. So as you sit, just continue to notice. If your mind wanders, which it will, bring it back to your smile, to the turned up corners of the lips, and to that life-bringing breath. And we'll sit for a few minutes in silence, continuing to bring back our awareness to our bodies in this place. You start to bring a little more awareness back into your body, but stay seated and stay smiling. And at this point, I'll share with you how we can bring peace out to the world today. And you can probably see this one coming. So today, smile at someone else, a real one. Even if you're wearing a mask, you can tell your eyes show that smile. Not one of those grimaces we've decided we can pass for a smile in the street. Instead, show some teeth and put a twinkle in it. For goodness sakes. To be honest, some people may look at you like you're crazy, but your job is to offer good energy. If it doesn't come back from that person that you smiled at, it'll come back to you in another way. So today, let's give out some smiles. And one of the best things about that is it's free, totally free. So if you haven't yet, open your eyes. Take your palms, face them up, reach up. Gathering in those smiles and that goodness, draw the hands down to your heart, exhaling. And one more breath to finish it in. A big breath in, hands to heart. Let it go on the exhale. Thank you so much for joining in this morning movement and meditation practice. I will see you next time. Namaste.